Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Because the X-Man Colossus can turn to metal, a lot of people assume he's really slow. Actually, he moves faster when he's in his metal form. And that is the first fact about Colossus. Let's dive in. His real name is Pyotr Mikhailovich Rasputin. Sometimes he's called the American equivalent, Peter Nicholas Rasputin. He debuted in Giant Size X-Men in 1975. This is also the debut of Storm and Nightcrawler. He is a mutant that can turn his skin metallic. When he is in this form, he is by far the most powerful X-Man. He is from Siberia in Russia. Even when he's not in his steel form, he's still very intimidating, standing 6'7". When he is in his metal form, he's 7'5". In his metal form, he can lift 75 tons. By comparison, the most powerful people on Earth, Thor and Hulk, can lift 100 tons. So he's not as strong with them, but he can put up a good fight against them. Colossus cannot become partially armored. When he reverts to his metallic form, it covers his entire body, including his eyes. He does not need oxygen when he's in his steel form. He has a brother called Mikhail, who has the power to alter the atomic structure of an object. It is so advanced that he can turn a chair into a living being. In his metal form, he weighs 500 pounds. He is an atheist, which is quite ironic because his best friend is Nightcrawler, who's a priest. Also, let me know if you want me to do a video about Nightcrawler. He was personally tutored by Wolverine, making him an excellent hand-to-hand combatant. He is an extraordinary painter. If he is knocked unconscious, he will automatically revert to normal. In his metal form, Colossus can withstand temperatures ranging from -203 degrees Celsius to 9,000 degrees Celsius. By comparison, the surface of the sun is 5,500 degrees Celsius. Colossus can remain in his metallic form as long as he wants. He is in love with the X-Man, Kitty Pryde. He is a descendant of the Mad Monk, Rasputin. Colossus and Wolverine have a very famous combat move known as the fastball. This is when Colossus swings Wolverine around and then hurls him into the air. He performs this in X-Men The Last Stand. He has a sister that he adores called Illyana. He calls her Snowflake. Illyana died from a mutant virus called Legacy. After Illyana died, Colossus lost his way and joined Magneto as his acolyte. Beast discovered the cure for the Legacy virus, but deduced that the cure was only viable after the death of the first user. Colossus used the cure to save the mutant race and to join his sister in death. A medical company called Benedict unveiled an antidote that can turn mutants into normal people. This was the basis for the X-Men The Last Stand story. Upon the X-Men's investigation, they learned that the manipulation of the Legacy virus created the cure. In order to do this, Benedict had to bring Colossus back to life. When Pyotr was resurrected, he resumed his relationship with Kitty. Since I mentioned Illyana, I'm gonna have to talk about her. Yeah, she died, Colossus came back to life. Unsurprisingly, she came back to life as well, because hey, why not? She is also a mutant with the ability to create teleporting discs. She was captured by a demon called Belasco and transported to the Limbo Dimension. Time moves differently in the Limbo Dimension. Although it took 10 years before she returned to Earth, she learned that she was only gone for a second in the X-Men's timeline. The X-Men saw Illyana disappear as a child and then reappear as an adult a moment later. When in Limbo, Illyana became a powerful sorceress and adopted the name Magique. Her weapon of choice is the Soul Sword. It is a blade that can disrupt magic energies. It can enhance any magic user who holds it. Demons call her Darkchild. She has psionic shields, which make her immune to psychic attacks. Colossus was once brainwashed to become a communist called the Proletarian. Luckily, the X-Men eventually reverted him back to normal. Daniel Cudmore plays Colossus in X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand, and X-Men Days of Future Past. He was asked to play the stand-in for Colossus in Deadpool, but he declined, saying he was an actor, not an extra. In Deadpool, Colossus is played by 3 actors. Stefan Kapicic provides his voice, Greg LaSalle motion captures Colossus' face, Andrei Trikato motion captured Colossus' body. The hardest thing to animate in the Deadpool movie was Colossus vomiting. Marvel created a separate reboot of the superheroes under the Ultimate Marvel banner during the millennium. In the reboot of the X-Men, Colossus' mutant power allows him to turn his skin metallic. However, it doesn't make him super strong. To counter this, he takes a mutant drug called Banshee to give him super strength. Eventually, he learns that the Banshee was created from Wolverine's DNA. One time, Wolverine cut out Colossus' heart. Don't ask why. But Colossus was fine, because apparently Colossus can survive without his heart, so long as he stays in his metallic form. Bit of a weird way to find that out. And for the final fact, in the same reboot, The Ultimate X-Men, Colossus is gay, and he dates the mutant Northstar. When Colossus came out, he learned that Nightcrawler was homophobic. He was so disgusted with Colossus that Nightcrawler left the X-Men. If you're a big fan of Colossus in the comic books, you most certainly know that Colossus was the Juggernaut for a while. I'm not going to talk about this here now, because in order to explain how that happened, I would need to talk a lot about the Juggernaut, so it makes more sense for me to talk about that when I do a separate video about that character. So if you do want me to talk about Juggernaut in the future, let me know and I'll do a video as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe. I had to talk about Colossus because he was a fan favorite in Deadpool, and he'll reappear in Deadpool 2. But X-Men Dark Phoenix will be coming out next year, so please let me know if there's any other X-Men you want me to talk about. Be sure to subscribe to Facts About Everything. Follow me on Twitter for updates on upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook page to let me know what subjects you want me to talk about in the future. Thanks for watching, see you again.